And welcome back. We are on the last, well, not the last day. We got tomorrow, but we're on day 6, I believe, of Ikoria spoilers, or previews, depending on how you look at it. And yeah, we're getting the last of a lot of the big ones. We're going to get the bulk of like the commons and uncommons tomorrow, and I think a couple straggler rares as well. Got our last two mythics. We got a lot to go over. A couple of these came out yesterday as well, but we'll go over those real quick as well. Offsprings Revenge is one black, one white. So Mardu, 2 of any color. For an enchantment rare, at the beginning of combat on your turn, exile a target red, white, or black creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 1/1. It gains haste until your next turn. So essentially, because Offspring's Revenge, basically Simba wants revenge for Mufasa. Bambi wants revenge for his mom. The circle of life is, it goes the way it goes. In terms of how good this is, that's an impossible thing to say. You could have the most amazing card there is, but it's unfortunate that what's the best way you put it? Let's assume you have like Snapdax in the graveyard. Okay, Snapdax is in the graveyard. You can bring Snapdax back, turning into a 1/1 essentially. But unfortunately, you don't have to attack with it, and then after the main phase, you can mutate back onto it. Something like that could work. It could definitely work with something like with your mutate cards, but I don't know. This one seems a little odd to me. Not bad, just odd. Of one mind, 1 blue, 2 of any color for a common sorcery. The spell costs 2 less to cast. If you control a human and a non-human creature, you can draw 2 cards. Look, it's entirely possible you can have that kind of feel. There's nothing that says you can't. I've got plenty of decks that have both human and non-human creatures in them, so this could certainly work. Either way, you're drawing 2 cards. It's either divination or it's I think it's called brainstorm. It's a card that just draws you 2 for 1. I could be very wrong on that, but still decent card nonetheless. Necropather. 1 white, 1 black, 1 of any color for a 3/3 Nightmare Cat, which means it's a 3/3 for 3. It's already on the card. Its mutate cost is 2 Hybrid Azorius, 2 of any color. When this creature mutates, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So essentially, you want to try to play this first mutate cost when you can. Now, its mutate cost is only going to, or mutate effect, I should say, is only going to be beneficial if you have things that are already dead that you can bring back. Not only that, things that are dead, but things that are cheap enough that you can recast them. That said, it's still a good little recursion card. Absolutely it is. You're not going to be using it every single time, but you'll be using it occasionally. Definitely you'll be using it occasionally. It's a solid one. Is it the best one? No, because the circumstances for the activation and what you get out of it are limited and are circumstantial as well. I think the Simic one's a lot better because it always gives you a beast. The Boros one, which I believe we'll get to in a little bit here. That's a good one. The Is It one, a bit circumstantial, but still a solid one. Did they do the Dimir one? I think they did the Dimir one. Oh no, they did the Golgari one. I don't think we've seen the Dimir one. I'm actually going over all of them in my head right now. I don't know how many of them we've actually seen. I've seen a solid amount of them though. Fire Prophecy is 1 red, 1 of any color for a common instant. Deals 3 damage to target creature. You may put a card from your hand onto the bottom of your library. If you do, draw a card. This is a great burn spell. A common that you will be using as many copies of this if you're in red as possible. You got a 3 damage card for 2, which is about the right rate you want. At instant, definitely something you'd rather have than sorcery. And then you can recycle a card you just don't need in your hand, or possibly a different card in general. Or you don't have to. That's the thing. It says you may. You don't have to do that, which means you got already a decent burn spell, and now you got a decent half bolt, we'll call it, because you can't hit a player. But this is a good card. Very solid card. Almighty Brush Wag. The Brush Wag is finally here. 1 green for a common Brush Wag. 1/1. Trample. You can pay 3 and 1 green. It gets +3/+3 until the end of turn. Obviously, if you're going to be mutating on this, then that's what you this is your perfect green 1-drop, mutate onto it, and have fun after that. That's the kind of card this is. Left at the Brush Wag is a hunter's expression for meaning died unexpectedly. And I love the art too. It's almost like Pumbaa in The Lion King. Everyone's kind of parting in their way for the Brush Wag. I love it. I really do. Skycat Sovereign is a 1 blue, 1 of any color, 1/1 elemental cat. Rare, flying, gets +1/+1 for each creature you control with flying. You can pay you can pay Azorius and 2 of any color to create a 1/1 white catbird creature token with flying. This is basically, what was it? Sky Sovereign or whatever. The one from Dissension. It's almost the exact same card, but you don't have it's better because it no longer has the forecast ability, and quite frankly, it has some cleaner looking art and better looking art, if I'm going to be honest. The idea for that card is good looking, but it's too, the art stylings and what they were capable of was a little dated. Maybe if it had an updated version of it. And not me, don't mean looking like this. I mean, you know what I mean. But yeah, so because this thing is just on the field, it's just pumping out some white cats, catbirds, and really in a deck this would be in. This will be, and the fact that it's not rare, or let me say not rare, not legendary, you can play them off each other. Therefore, they just play 2. They get 2. They're immediately 2/2s. 3. They're immediately 3/3s. 4. They're immediately 4/4s. It's not hard to get this thing up to a 4/4 at all in the deck that it would be in. So it's a good card. Absolutely, it's good. It's a 2-drop, so it's going to be easy to get out if you got it in your opening hand. So yeah, it's a good card. Absolutely. 1 red, 2 of any color for Flame Spill. Uncommon instant, deals 4 damage to target creature. Excess damage dealt to that creature's controller excess damage dealt is dealt to the creature's controller said. They were able to get Death Ray printed in black. I believe it. I have the card right here, actually. Hold on. Which one was? Oh, yeah. Super Duper Death Ray. Yep, they were able to. Yeah, here it is. Super Duper Death Ray. They were able to print it into black border. Now, they didn't put trample on it. They basically just said excess damage. Which means, they're trying out new things, which is great. Trying things out from things like, the unstable, all that. Fantastic. I like that, too. The excess damage is spilled over. Hope we see more of that, because that's cool. And as it stands, it is Super Duper Death Ray. It's a decent card. So, yeah. Plus, I believe there are some spell reduction costs cards in the set already, so not bad at all. Add it with something like Narset or the Jeskai enchantment we'll get to in a little bit. Something like that, which benefits you for playing non-creature spells. You got a big hitter on here. So it's always a good card. Super Duper Death Ray. Better card now as a black. Slither Wisp is 2 black, 1 of any color, 2 black, 1 blue for an elemental. I believe it's elemental horror or a nightmare. I think it's nightmare. Flash 3/2. Whenever another spell whenever you cast another spell with Flash, draw a card, and each opponent loses 1 life. If you're playing cards with Flash, this will be a great card to have, but you need to be playing cards with Flash, so sorry. Other than that, though, it's fine. It's a 3/2 for 3 with Flash, so you can immediately get it in there. I'd imagine the deck this is going to be in will have some other Flash to it, so yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. Regal Leo Soar is 1 white, 1 red. For a dinosaur cat, uncommon 2/2. Mutate for 2 Boros and 1 of any color. Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +1/+1 and until the end of turn. Yeah, fantastic spell. It's really good. There's not much else I can say about that, to be quite frank. You'll be playing this in your cat decks because here's the thing. My cat deck is a Selesnya deck. It's 1 green, 1 white. It's green and white. So while I can't play it for its mana cost, I can still play it for its mutate cost without too much difficulty. Like that's not a big issue for me at all. And I can play it in my dinosaur deck without any issue because it's a Naya deck. So yeah, it's a damn good card. Absolutely. And anytime in the mutate deck, it's going to be pumping up your entire team. So yeah, you're definitely going to want to try it out. Snare Tactics is 1 white, 2 of any color for a human soldier. Whenever you cycle a card, tap target creature an opponent controls. Again, in the cycling deck, this will be pretty solid, honestly. It's going to tap down your big creatures. It will work out pretty well. Whirlwind of Thoughts is the Jeskai enchantment. I think the only one we're missing at this point is the Soul Tie, because we have the Teamer, we have Jeskai. We have all of them except the Soul Tie, which is probably going to be spoiled sometime tomorrow or later tonight. But whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you draw a card. Seen a lot of comparisons to Jeskai Ascendancy. Obviously, it only does the cast a non-creature spell, draw a card effect, but it is strictly just draw a card. It's not discard, draw, or draw, discard. I would say it's probably on par because of that with Jeskai Ascendancy. Jeskai Ascendancy does have other abilities to it. But still, overall, it's not terrible by any stretch of the means. It's a solid card. I mean, it doesn't do anything while it's on the field otherwise, but you'll be fine otherwise. I mean, there's enough enchantment and artifact destruction in this set. Splendid Ultimatum is 2 white, 2 blue, 3 red. Target player gains 5 life, deals 5 damage to any target, and you draw 5 cards. This is probably the weakest of the ultimatums. I mean, Eerie Ultimatum, we're looking at it right now. Return any number of target permanents with different names for the graveyard. That's probably the best of them, quite frankly, because that's just with what was it? The Mardu one just blows up your opponent's entire field, which probably makes it the second best. But this one just completely brings everything back from your grave. Everything, as long as you don't have multiple copies, and even then, you can only get 1 copy. So I would say that one's probably better. If not, they're kind of tied, the Mardu and the Obzon one. We haven't seen the Teamer one's the only one missing from this cycle. So we'll probably get that either later tonight or tomorrow. Thinking real quick here. The other one. Yeah, the other one. The Soul Tide one. It's good. You need the right cards, but obviously seeing some of the combos that have been able to that you can pull off with it, it's definitely got potential. This one is just sort of okay. It definitely kind of lends itself back to some of the original ultimatums, which are, again, okay. But Cruel Ultimatum is widely considered to be among the best of them. This is no Cruel Ultimatum. It still does a solid amount of work, though. It gives you it gives you a solid chunk of life. That's a quarter of your starting life. Deals 5 damage, which will take out a vast chunk of stuff. And then you get to draw 5 cards. Now, granted, you'll probably be tapped out at that point when you draw those 5 cards. But let's say you top deck this after being completely and utterly just nothing else. Yeah, this could definitely save you in a pinch. So it's not terrible by any stretch of the mean. It's just kind of lackluster comparatively. I know what the art for this is. It's the chick who's missing the arm. But Winota, Joiner of Force, or Joiner of Forces. 1 white, 1 red, 2 of any color for a 4/4, and I know it's mythic. I've seen it. A mythic rare legendary creature, human. Whenever a non-human creature you control attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put a human creature token from among them, tapped attacking, and gains indestructible till the end of turn. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This one, I have really mixed feelings about. Obviously, because the human itself is supposed to kind of be a companion to a creature, you're probably going to want to try to use a companion in this deck. So either like Zerda, the Dawnbreaker, says they match colors, or something else equivalent to this color combination. Trying to think what other color combinations there are that could really work with this. Because I'm trying to remember. See, Jeskai and Mardu are the ones who use that. So what are the Jeskai and Mardu all together? So let's see, red, white, blue. The white blue one. Which one was the white blue one? White blue companion. Do we remember what the white blue companion was? I'm blank. Have we actually seen the white blue companion? I'm actually completely blanking on that. I thought we had all the companions, but I actually don't think we have. Okay, well, I'll take a look on our done list, but I could have swore we had it revealed. Maybe I was dead wrong, and I guess we'll see it tomorrow or later tonight. But then the one after that would be Mardu, so you're looking at the black-red. Okay, we know the black-red, that's Orboros. Anyway, point being, you want to try to play this commander because the problem is it's a human creature, a mythic rare human creature, that's ability is focused around a non-human creature to bring out human creatures. And to me, that sounds like the most of your deck is supposed to be human creatures to get the benefit of this effect. But then you have to deal with the fact that you need a non-human creature for this effect to work. You see the weirdness in my mind? Now, for again, using a companion or in like formats like Commander, this won't be a big problem. But if you're running just a normal type of deck, like in any like standard, whatever, this is a weird card. This is a bit of a weird card for me. I don't know how to really grade it properly. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's better than the way I'm looking at it, and I'm sure smarter people will figure out ways to use it properly. But right now, I'm kind of what about this card? Kina, Bonder Prodigy, 1 blue, 1 green. My favorite color combination. Mythic Rare, my favorite rarity for that color combination. Legendary Human Druid, 2/2. Whenever you tap a non-land permanent for mana, add 1 mana of any type to that permanent could produce. So essentially, you're tapping your crystals. You're able to get land. You tap. Oh God, you tap the elk. Eat this elk progenitus. There, solve that problem for you. So yeah, wow, I just realized that. Wow, that's an easy way to get that combo out. Holy crap, I might actually try that. Pay 5 to 1 blue and 1 green. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Put a non-human creature card from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. This card's freaking nuts. Like I said, I really just pulled out a combo right out of my ass with her and the elk. Hold on, it's right over here because we got Jaggernaut. With Jaggernaut, because he taps for 5 colors. You just can't use it for generic mana. But then you can add a 1 mana of any type that permanent can produce. He can produce 1 of every type. Double that. There's your progenitus cost. So thank you. Good night. There you go. But then add on to the fact that she can essentially, it's not Cascade actually, but it's almost better than Cascade because okay, I'm going to look at the top 5 cards. Oh crap, that's not even a tap ability. Oh damn. If you're using, say, Zerda, if you're using somehow in like a 4-color deck, using Zerda, who makes your activated abilities cost 2 less to activate, that means you can easily do that for 5 mana, which isn't that difficult. Oh god, this can get disgusting quick. She's actually pretty busted. Now that being said, she's still only a 2/2. She is quite squishy. So she drops on the field. You better get as much value out of her as possible because she's going to die quick. Enjoy her while you got her. But damn, she's broken. Wow. I like the fact, too, that when you look at the art, she's actually she's clearly a slightly older woman, and she's not super fit or anything. No, she's round in the face, and I do like that. But it's I am bonding with animals. I like it. Unpredictable Cyclone. 2 red, 3 event color for an enchantment. Rare. Now, this is kind of nuts. First off, it's got a Cyclone cost of 2. Okay, you can cycle a draw card. If a cycling ability of another non-land card would cause you to draw a card, instead, exile cards from the top of your library and exile a card that shares a card type with the cycled card. You may cast the card without paying its mana cost. Then put the exile cards that weren't cast this way onto the bottom of your library in any random order. Now again, you will have to build with this card a little bit. Because you can't just throw it into a cycle deck and just be like, all right, let's do this. Boom. And then, all right, randomness. That said, it is still nuts because you are basically getting a free card whenever you cycle any non-land card, which is a lot of cards with cycle in this set. There's a couple lands with cycle. We'll get to a bunch of them that got previewed. They're wedge-colored lands, so they'll tap for 1 of every color and cycle for 3. And they're rare, I believe. So there's that. But still, you cycle them, you're not getting any effect. Cycle anything else? This actually is kind of nuts. Specifically because cycling usually is only a 1 to 3 mana cost. So turn 5 this, go into turn 6, you probably got an extra land. You might even be able to tap for 7 lands. So all you have to do is cycle 2 or 3 times. You'll immediately get something on the field, probably, if you're looking for a creature. You're not looking for a creature. And if this is just, and it doesn't say permanent, it just says a card. So spells, card, whatever it is, man, this card can get nuts fast. If your opponent plays this, you better deal with it quick. Because if they're playing it, they're in a deck that can use it. Just, forewarning on that. But great card, fantastic card. And I'm not even a big cycle fan. I might, if I get that card, I'm going to probably get a minimum of a box and a bundle. I may have to make a cycle deck. Here, okay, hold on. Pikir, Vulpikir. There we go. Vulpikir. 1 white, 3 of any color for a 2/3 Foxbird common. Mutate for 1 white, 2 of any color. And when this creature mutates, put a +1 counter on it. Simple, sweet. I'll be honest though, because I love the alternate arts for the mutates, because all the mutates kind of have one. I'm guessing this Porcuparrot will have one. I like the original artwork better. It just, not that it's bad on the alternate artwork. It's really nice, but I kind of just like the original artwork better. What can you say about this? For a common, it's a good common. You're probably going to want to cast it for its mutate, definitely. Mutate it onto something more than anything else, because no matter what, the creature's getting a +1/+1 because you're mutating this card. If you can get it out in the field, great. If you can put it on top, great. If you can put it on the bottom, if that's preferred, groovy. Either way, solid. It's a solid little common. Lee the Stampede, another story card. I'm wondering if we're getting any more tomorrow, because I don't know if this is how this story ends. Just she's leading the Stampede. 2 of any color, 1 green. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal any number of creature cards from among them and reveal them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Big difference between this and something like Commune with Dinosaurs is that you're getting as many creatures as you, not just choosing a land or a dinosaur or just choosing 1 card out of it and putting the rest on the bottom. You're getting as many creatures that showed up when playing this card. It's also not very expensive, which means if you get this late game, get some mutate creatures, you still got a bunch of mana, have fun with that. This is a nice search card indeed. I like this card. Porcuparrot. I just like saying that. Porcuparrot. This is a dead Porcuparrot. This is joined the choir invisible. 1 red, 3 of any color, 3/4 Bird Beast. Uncommon. Mutate for 1 red, 2 of any color. Again, cheaper mutate cost. Always fun. Tap this creature. This creature deals X damage to any target where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. It won't do anything the turn of playing it. But, like, for instance, it won't do anything. Here's the thing. It won't do anything if you mutate it on top of another creature the turn of. But if you put it underneath the creature, it may have come out, but that's not the creature. The creature is still already on the field, which means you can still tap that bastard. And the big thing here is any target. It's not creature, it's not player, it's any target, which is very beneficial. It's be interesting to see what combos you get with this card, because eventually if you mutate it into a big enough creature, you're probably just going to want to attack with it. But if the opponent's low enough and they're kind of walling you, this could be very beneficial. Absolutely. So I'll say it's an interesting one. Interesting to see how it plays out. Easy Prey is 1 red, 2 of any color. 2 of any color. One red, what the hell? 1 black, 1 of any color. Uncommon instant. Target your creature destroy target creature would convert a mana cost 2 or less, and you can cycle for 2. It's fine. It's going to be better on smaller humans and smaller creatures. Not a lot of smaller creatures in this set. So it's actually, yeah, that's interesting. It's very much designed more to go after humans, but convert a mana cost 2 or less, that is really low. Now it will kill tokens, no problem. Maybe that's actually what it's really aiming for, is tokens, because there are quite a few tokens in this set. But who knows? But we have our final cycle of cards here, and it's a land cycle. Now, apparently it's a cycle people have been asking for a while. Now, we have Savai Triome, Zagoth Triome, Ragugrin Triome, Indatha Triome, and Ketria Triome. Now, they tap for 1... Whoa. Okay, yeah. It's not and or. I almost misread that. I'm like, it's tapping for all 3? Holy crap, these things should actually be mythic. No, it's tapping for 1 of any other respective colors. And it comes out tap, just like the other original Triland, like from Cons or the Shards. Cycle for 3. Now, why would they make this rare? The cycling gives it a little bit of a boost, but still, nothing that's really rare. Then I had to read it again, and I realized, no, okay, yeah, these aren't basic lands. But if you're searching for, say, an island or a forest or so forth and so on, yeah, these are all 3 of their respect. They're not just lands. They are specifically the 3 types of lands that you're looking for in that deck, which makes searching for them a F-ton easier, and for cards that actually deal with cards like for every swamp you have, or every forest, island, so forth and so on. These cards factor into that. Now it makes complete sense why, when you factor in what they do and what they are rare cards. Now, it sucks they're rare cards because that means it's going to be harder to get copies of these and, fill out your deck. But still, look, these are great. And their art is fantastic. I would say, that's a good question. Answer me this question in the comments if you like. Which is your favorite art among these? I'm going either with the Indatha Triumph or probably the Katrina Triumph. I might be Katria Triumph. I think those might be my 3, though the Ragagrin Triumph is pretty nice too. And I mean, they all look great. They are fantastic looking, but I'd go with one of these 3. But ultimately, yeah, that's my thoughts on today's cards. We'll get the rest tomorrow, and I'll do another video tomorrow. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Yes, don't worry. Your what if will be here before the night is through. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time, folks. Later.